Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Today's video is on how salt intake affects health and weight loss. Some facts and myths about salt, also known as sodium chloride. It is a common seasoning that is added to many foods. However, supposedly consuming too much salt can have negative effects on your health, including weight gain and increased risk of various diseases. But does it really? Before we begin, if you can hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Let's go. What is salt and how much do we need? Salt is a mineral made up of sodium and chloride. Sodium is an essential mineral that plays an important role in regulating fluid balance and nerve function in the body. Most people consume more sodium than their body needs. According to the British Heart Foundation, the recommended daily intake of sodium is less than 2,300 milligrams, so 2.3 grams per day, or about 1 teaspoon of salt. Surveys have shown many people consume much more than this, with the average person consuming around 3.4 grams or 3,400 milligrams of sodium per day. Now, salt and sodium are two different substances, but they are often used interchangeably or confused with each other. Salt is a compound of sodium and chloride ions, commonly used in cooking and added to processed foods. Sodium is a chemical element that plays the important roles in regulating bodily functions, but consuming too much can be harmful. The effects of too much salt on health. Consuming too much salt over time can have a number of negative effects on health, particularly with regards to cardiovascular health. One of the primary ways that salt can negatively impact health is by contributing to the development of high blood pressure, also known as hypertension. When the body takes in too much salt, it tends to retain more water in the bloodstream. With this increase in the volume of the blood in the arteries, this puts pressure on the walls of the blood vessels. Over time, this can cause damage to the blood vessels and increases the risk of developing heart disease, stroke, and also kidney disease. In addition to high blood pressure, high salt intake can also contribute to the development of atherosclerosis, or the buildup of plaque in the arteries. Plaque buildup can lead to the narrowing of the arteries, which can impede blood flow and increase the risk of heart disease and stroke. Some studies also suggest that high salt intake may increase the risk of developing osteoporosis, a condition in which bones become weak and brittle. This is because a high salt intake can lead to increased calcium excretion, which can weaken bones over time. Overall, while not everyone is equally sensitive to the effects of salt on health, reducing salt intake is generally considered a positive step towards better health for most people. Salt in cooking isn't the biggest problem, but more salt in processed foods such as cheese, breads, savoury snacks, and certain processed meats. That's where most of us get our sodium from. Salt adds flavour, and it's why many companies put it in their food. To reduce your salt consumption, it is important to choose low salt options when shopping. Cook from scratch with fresh ingredients and reduce the amount of processed foods you eat. The effects of salt on weight loss. While reducing salt intake is important for overall health, it is not necessarily directly linked to weight loss. Salt itself does not contain calories, so reducing salt intakes will not lead to a direct reduction in body weight. However, consuming a high salt diet can cause the body to retain excess water, which can contribute to feelings of bloating, and then obviously you've got the water weight gain, which is going to make you increase in weight, but not fat obviously. Reducing salt intake can then help to alleviate these symptoms and may make individuals feel less bloated, which can contribute to an overall sense of well-being. Also, consuming a diet that is high in processed and packaged foods, which often contain high levels of salt, is generally not conducive to weight loss. These foods tend to be calorie dense and low in nutrients, and they can contribute to weight gain over time. Eating a balanced diet that is rich in fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins and whole grains on the other hand can support weight loss efforts and contribute to better health. Overall, while reducing salt intake may not directly lead to weight loss, it is an important step towards better health and can contribute to an overall sense of well-being. Tips for reducing salt. Reducing your salt intake can be challenging, as salt is added to many processed and packaged foods. There are several strategies you can use to reduce your salt intake. So, choose fresh foods. Fresh fruits, vegetables, and meats are naturally low in sodium. So choosing these foods over processed or packaged foods can help reduce your sodium intake. Check labels. When shopping for packaged foods, be sure to check the nutrition labels for sodium content. Look for products that are low in sodium or sodium free. Use salt-free seasonings. There are many salt-free seasonings available that can add flavour to your food without adding sodium. So you've got herbs and spices, citrus fruits, etc. Cook at home. Cooking your own meals allows you to control the amount of salt you use. Try using other seasonings like garlic, onion, lemon juice to add flavour to your dishes. In conclusion, consuming too much salt can have negative effects on your health, including weight gain and increased risk of various diseases. To reduce your salt intake, choose fresh foods. Check labels, use salt-free seasonings, and cook at home. By making these changes, you can improve your health and make it easier to reach your weight loss goals. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fitness tips and advice. Until next time, farewell.